Interior PS Dr Karanja Kibicho today led a delegation of Principal Secretaries to the home of the late Kibaki's Nyari office. The PS acknowledged the role played by the late former president in mentoring many officers who joined the public service. Wednesday morning, at the former president Mwai Kibaki's office in Nyari Estate in Nairobi, it is a beehive of activities as high-profile guests, among them ambassadors of different countries and a delegation of principal secretaries, will troop in to pen down their condolence messages for a man who has been eulogized as a statesman. Interior PS Dr Karanja Kibicho, who served in cabinet when Kibaki was in power, described him as a president who had confidence in his cabinet.
We worked under him, and barely would you ever receive a call, him directing you what to do. And that is the confidence he had in all the cabinet ministers. All of them, if you talk to them, they'll tell you there was never a morning-to-morning directive. Once the general guidance and policy is given, then it was left to everyone who was the cabinet ministers, principal secretaries, permanent secretaries then, to deliver. And all he would be looking for at the end of it all, do you deliver results? The
PS terming the retired head of state as a leader who was keen on instilling order.
You all remember how serious he was in follow-up, and we all remember that as principal secretaries every month would have to assemble the first Monday of the month to take stock of the working of government, to ensure that whatever programs are running are still going on well. And that's the reason why we saw a lot of improvement, whether it's from the performance of our economy, whether it's from the performance of civil servants and the public service at large, created order. And I think every public servant will miss that.
Sentiments echoed by Nyari Gituku, who served as Kibaki's private secretary, who described him as a servant leader worth emulating.
The privilege of serving an enigma, your business becomes to learn the ropes, right? To know how royalty works and how to conduct oneself. It was more of a learning experience, but the privilege of being taken in to serve such an icon is something that comes only once in a lifetime.
Kibaki never once wanted to be called a boss. He wanted to be called a servant of the people. And that is why we, the people of Nyeri and the people of Odaya, had him for 40 years as our MP. And it is important for us to say that His Excellency Mwai Kibaki never campaigned in Odaya. They just waited for an election and voted him back.
As Kenyans continue to pen down their memories and glowing tribute for the late President Emilio Stanley Mwai Kibaki, he will indeed be immortalized in the history books for his leadership that saw many lives change. Reporting for Channel 1 from Nyari in Nairobi, I am Safin Aching Ouma.